Cool. So I figured we'd just kind of talk about REIN and our experience and all that. What is up, you guys? Matt McKeever here with...
Hey guys, Jeff Wybo.
And so we just figured, why not do a video for you guys right from the REIN hallway? One of the things that Jeff told me right off the bat when we were coming to REIN is that a lot of the action goes down in the hallways. So we finally found a time where it was kind of a little quiet. So we thought
it's Sunday morning, you know, a lot of coffee drinking going on, and we're still full of energy and everything. So.
Yeah, and so it's been a fantastic experience. As you guys know, this is my very first time coming out to a REIN event. Jeff's been here like 3 or 4
times in Toronto, Calgary once. We were getting hit up on the Cash Flow to Go show to go to Saskatchewan for one of the meetings, so yeah.
And so like the presentations are filled with all kinds of great information, but I really think the most valuable stuff is coming from the networking.
Yeah.
So first,
and it's your first time here.
Yeah.
And what do you think the quality of people wearing these things are?
I've never networked with a better group of people, to be honest. You know, compared to those other like wealth expos and those other things that there's nothing wrong with them per se, but you just end up with an extremely wide group of people with extremely varying degrees of expertise, and a lot of people that are more talkers than doers. We're at REIN. I think we're mainly talking to doers.
Yes.
Rather than talking to aspiring doers.
Yeah, we're less coaching here. You're just literally talking one-to-one with them about their deals and finding their strategies. You're not. It's not like at home where you're just preaching to the people wanting to buy a property.
And the nice thing is you're talking to all sorts of people that are working in different markets, and so they end up having different techniques. So what ends up happening in, say, London, Ontario, where we're from, we end up in kind of an echo chamber because everyone's chasing those BRRRRs for those century homes that have been subdivided into multifamilies, and that's great, but it's also awesome to hear different perspectives.
Yeah, they're not doing that in other cities.
Yeah, and so like one of the things that I picked up, actually a tip that was mentioned today was doing, we've often talked to you guys about doing cover letters, and we love doing cover letters. It's a great way to cut through the noise, but one thing that we've always been concerned about is, are our cover letters actually going all the way through? Are the cover letters actually getting into the hands of the seller, or is their agent just crumpling it up and throwing it in the trash? And so one of the tips that a fellow member here shared was, write it into your Schedule A that you're adding a cover letter and that you want it given to the seller. Like the moment I heard that, I kind of wanted to hang my head in shame because I was like, how did I not come up with that first?
One of the things that I do, at least, I build the cover letter into the PDF, so it'd be
a lot harder.
A lot harder for them to not, unless they printed my offer, threw it away, and then. But the Schedule A definitely covers.
Yeah, and another thing, while we're on the topic of talking about cover letters, another tip that was shared was doing video cover letters. And again, it's one of those things.
Let us know in the comment section if you've
have you guys
heard
tried either of these techniques? Because we'd love to hear about it. But again, I mean, I'm doing all these YouTube videos. How did it never occur to me to do a video cover letter? Like, again, that
was a great tip.
Hang my head in shame moment. But
and that's what you get here. Everybody's just kind of
and everyone's extremely free with their information. Like, there's not a lot of like close-chested, oh, I'm not going to share my trade secrets. Everyone's cool and down to share everything that they got going on, which I find just really motivating and inspiring, to be honest. And so I'm sure you guys have noticed we kind of dressed a little bit differently. We're not too matchy-matchy. And so I think that this actually perfectly highlights the different techniques when networking. Jeff's got multiple compliments on his dress or his attire. And myself, I just kind of stand out in the crowd, and so it's really easy. And so I kind of mentioned it on one of Jeff's live videos. But what I've been doing simply is like, anyone that's using the hashtags they're talking about here, so that's ACRE18 or REIN on, I've essentially just been DMing them and being like, hey man, like this is my first time at REIN. I'm the dude in the green jersey. Come up and say hi to me. And I've got
show the back.
Yeah. So we got that going on.
So there's been so many people that's walked by when Matt's at a table and they're like, London, and then they start talking to Matt. We got Oshawa Generals here, Hamilton Tiger Cats, but basically no matter what city you're in, buy the team jersey and bring it, because then people know to go to Matt here because he's a London expert now.
And it honestly, it just gives them an opportunity to break the ice, right? It's so much easier rather than going up to a person that's just dressed business casual. And there's nothing wrong with that, but like that's just another person where like immediately people can either talk to me about the OHL, they can talk to me about London, or they can just talk about like why'd you dress like a slob.
Yeah, no, it flies here. You're allowed to do it. It's a weird environment, but you got suits and then you got jerseys. It's Canada, right?
Yeah, and I think it's awesome. I'm so glad that Jeff gave me that tip because it's made networking just so much easier. And you guys know, like me as an introvert, the idea of just going up to strangers and starting to network, starting to talk, can be like super intimidating. And in addition, again, like don't be afraid to just chat with people. We were chatting over lunch about YouTube, and a guy one table over heard, and so shout out to Dwight Simpson from, and you guys can find him, I think, what was his YouTube channel? Simpson Properties, I believe. And so go over, give him a sub. He's crushing it on YouTube as well. And he's actually going to be documenting building like an amazing custom home. He's going to do all the bells and whistles. So I recommend highly you guys jump over, give him a sub as well. But he just heard us saying the word YouTube a couple times, came over and was like, hey, is it cool if I sit down? I heard you guys talking about YouTube. And like, yes. And like one of the tips we got from him was, I was under the impression that in order to get into the YouTube studio in Toronto, that you had to have 10,000 subscribers. So here I've been trying to grind to get to that 10, and he was able to get in with 1,000. So that was a great tip as well. So honestly, like just stacking tips on tips on tips. So yeah, any other tips you kind of came across, Jeff?
One realtor over there, and there's a lot of very good realtors here, so that's refreshing.
Real estate investor oriented
and that's
realtors.
Everything here, from the brokers to the lawyers, everything.
The accountants.
Just giving me tips on, he's hiring an assistant for minimal dollar value to do a lot of, like, I have all these private deals here, guys.
Deals on deals
there
on
are
deals.
Like secret MLSs I can load them on, but I didn't really want to like log on and do it because like you already have to put it on our MLS. He's like, I just get my assistant to do it. It's like $10, and I'm like, okay, I would pay that all day long to put all these private deals. And then so like that's cool. I gotta like reconnect with him and get the contact. He said if I hire her full time, he'll kill me, but because he wants her. But like some of the things that Matt and I did, we brought all these private deals, stuff that's been on the Wybo limo tour, stuff I know about. That's one of the biggest questions. How did you find all these? Well, a lot of hard work in the month of February.
A lot of grinding.
Finds this, things you know about. Other realtors tell me things are coming up. And I brought this here, and these numbers are, I don't have to brag, pretty incredible compared to what they're paying in the GTA here. Like they'll buy side-by-side duplexes for $600,000 renting at $2,200 to $2,500.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh? We have better deals, but we
West
did.
401.
So then REIN did their top 10 cities, and top 10 in Ontario was Ottawa. Okay.
Yeah.
And London did not hit the map.
We got
an honorable mention, which is fine because we don't want these REIN members buying London in a way, because we want to keep it for you guys, and basically I think it stopped pretty much at KWC and nothing west. But I think Chatham got the honorable mention.
Chatham was honorable too.
But Windsor, no. But then Guelph got no, so it's kind of a bit of that going on, but that's okay. We know we're going to be on there eventually from our what they'd say here, the economics.
Ottawa, watch your back. We're coming for you.
And Matt was chirping Ottawa. Straight up.
Again, just jump on for those people from the ACRE.
In front of the computers. So you want to get in, Randy?
Yeah, we're doing a video right now.
Randy owns a lot of properties. So.
Yeah, and we're going to try and get him more on the social media as well. So stay tuned for that. We're still trying to build our network of real estate investors that are doing the YouTube grind. So we'd love, if you guys are watching this, whether you're a REIN member or you've just stumbled upon my YouTube channel, definitely jump in the comment section. Let us know what market you're working in, and maybe we'll send out the Hungarian experiment to be your cameraman for a day or two. So we're just really excited to be continuing to build the network, see what's out there, and this has been, REIN's been awesome. I'm definitely really glad we came out.
Yeah, awesome. We should probably get back in there.
Yeah. So we'll see you in the next video. Until next time, guys, remember, making money is a team sport. There's more than enough money out there for us to all make it, but if you're not saving it, I mean, like, what's the point? Thanks. Bye.